ॐ नमो गोभ्यः श्रीमतीभ्यः सौरभेभ्य एव च नमो ब्रह्मसुताभ्यश्च पवित्राभ्यो नमो नमः। Good afternoon and welcome to this beautiful ashram, Mother's Ashram, on the occasion of Foundation Day ceremony. This Mother's Ashram has a very special characteristics that this is the only ashram outside India where we have mother cows. Not only one, but we have how many? I think 10 now. Okay. It was Gurudev's wish back in 1998 or sometime. During that period, when Gurudev, Baba Hariharanandji, when he was staying with us, he had a wish to keep a cow in the ashram, because in Indian tradition, without a cow, ashram is no more ashram. It is just a piece of land. Some people may be living there. But real ashram, there has to be a cow. So we have a real ashram here. Gurudev could not keep cow, although he got a cow shed constructed, but because of the local restrictions, we could not keep there. So we have a freedom here, and we are lucky, we are blessed that we could fulfill not only Sri Gurudev's dream, but we are really keeping the cows, and this place has become a special ashram. I remember a real incident. It was 1857 when India was under the British rule. There happened a sepoy mutiny. In the army, there was some revolt. And during that time, a group of Muslim soldiers, they were in a street in Delhi. They were tired and hungry after the looting and fighting whole day. So they gathered in a street and they were hungry. The leader of the group, he said that we have to arrange for some food. Go and get something. So group of 4 soldiers, they went and they came back with a cow, a pregnant cow. Dragging her, they brought. And they tied her legs, and the cow was in a very pitiable condition, crying. And they started preparation. Somehow, the leader's heart got melted. Looking at the cow, something changed in him. And he told his soldiers, why you are so slow in your work? When they were sharpening the knife, he said that give the knife to me, you are too slow. Go and bring some salt and some fuel. How do you plan to cook her without salt and fuel? So the soldiers left. He looked at the mother cow and set her free. After some time, all the soldiers were caught by British army and they were sentenced to death by hanging. So they were hanged. And when the leader's turn came, he was masked and the noose was put on him. And when they removed the platform, but this leader, he felt that his legs were resting something like 2 horns. I am telling you a real incident. And his hanging was attempted 3 times. And every time he was like resting on something, and he felt the two horns were below the feet. As per the prevailing law, he was released because after 3 failed attempts, when he came out of the prison, he saw the same cow with a beautiful calf looking lovingly at him and left. From that day, his life got changed. And what he did, every morning, first he was praying to Mother Cow. After that, he was going to pay his namaz, his own prayer. It was a long time back, but it happened. Mother Cow is the most compassionate species or being, living being, I would say, because back in India, we never say Mother Cow or never consider cow as an animal. Cow is always a mother, living entity for us. In the Holy Bhagavatam, there is a story. In the ancient time, because of the unnecessary defense forces by many royal kings, the earth, Mother Earth, was perturbed, burdened, suffering. And these people were not really kings. They were posing themselves as the royal kings, but they were all asuras. Today morning we heard from Shri Gurudev, Shri Guruji, about the asura or demons. They were like demons. They were creating so much violence and wars that the earth was full of blood and it was suffering. So, earth took a form of a cow, Bhudevi, or earth is known as Bhumi. So, she took a form of cow and went to Lord Brahma, the creator, to narrate her condition. Lord Brahma listened to her and also was disturbed listening to what is happening on the earth in his creation. So, along with other demigods, Lord Shiva, he went to Lord Vishnu in the ocean of milk, Kshirsagara. There they prayed to Lord Vishnu, listening to their prayer and pity of Mother Earth who was crying. Lord Vishnu gave a promise to redeem her of all these atrocities and to incarnate on the earth planet. It is the assurance of Lord. Even in Bhagavad Gita, there is a verse, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. This was the title song of the great epic Mahabharata on television. But Lord has given promise that whenever there is decline in righteousness, I will incarnate, I will come to earth. And it is believed that every 500 years, almost every 500 years, God incarnates in the human form to help the humanity. Although God comes in 500 years, but the real divinity is all the time with us, Mother Cow. Mother Cow, again, if you refer to Bhagavad Gita, there is a verse in the 10th chapter, 9th chapter, there is a Vibhuti, or Lord is explaining that I am everywhere, I am omnipresent. So, he is giving or defining himself in one place. Lord is telling, Dhenunam asmi kamadhuk, means among the cows, I am Kamadhenu. This is a beautiful word, Kamadhenu. Kama means desires. Dhenu, one meaning is cow, but Dhenu is also like fulfilling. So, among the cows, I am the Kamadhenu, I am wish fulfilling cow. So, when Lord is telling, I am the wish fulfilling cow, so cow is none but God. And why it is said wish fulfilling? Whatever wishes we have, noble wishes, all wishes can be fulfilled by serving the mother cow. And it is not just a statement. Those who have been serving, those who have served, those who have been in proximity of divine mother cow, they must have experienced in many ways. When I was a child, it was my 10th grade in the school, my friend's mother was diagnosed with a cancer. I don't remember exactly what kind of cancer it was, but she was diagnosed, and they had gone to all different types of doctors, physicians or astrologer or so-called naturopaths, whatever they could try for at least 2 years, but there was no result. Nobody could help them. And finally, doctors had told that maximum 6 months your mother can stay, and there is no hope. In those moments, almost when they had lost hope, somehow they came in contact with a person who belonged to Gayatri Parivar, all world Gayatri family. There is a huge worldwide organization. They promote chanting of Gayatri mantra and doing fire ceremony. So, when they came in contact, this organization also takes care of cows and promote organic farming. They have done lot of good research on fire ceremony, fire worship, and also about the cows. And I am talking about it was 1980 or 1978, 80, between that time. So, they suggested, my friend and his father, that there is no cure in allopathy or Ayurvedic at this moment for this condition your mother is going through, but there is a therapy. And based on their research, they said if she can take fresh cow urine every day morning, the first urine they said, and it is not from any cow, it is from indigenous cow in India. Just take a little quantity and try it, you will be cured. And it was a miracle. I had seen after 3 months, when all the tests were performed, there was no trace of any cancer. And this mother was alive at least after this incident, at least 20 years or so. She was still there. Right now, I don't know. But when doctors told no hope, only 6 months, how did she get cured? Isn't it a blessing? Isn't it a big miracle? Or God Himself has sent us like a beautiful medicine in front of us. I am not telling you to do that, but I am just telling that how a mother cow is so useful, a part of our life. We don't know. We have destroyed this nature with chemicals, with all kinds of negative thoughts even, and we are searching for solution here and there, but mother cow is the best solution to purify the environment. There is a statement in the Veda which says that Gavaha Vishwasya Matara, means cow is the mother of universe, not the mother of me, you, or some people only in India. Cow is the mother of universe. Because in the ancient time there were no religions, there were no divisions, we were all human beings. And mother cow is with us from the ancient time, as domesticated animal they said at that time. But they were worshipped. From Rig Veda also you can find the mantras in Rig Veda where cow is praised to be worshipped for certain reason. You can see the details in Rig Veda. When this word Kamadhenu, Lord is telling in Bhagavad Gita, this word you can find in the Purana. There is a story, you might have heard this story, churning of the ocean. That in the ancient time, the demons and divine beings, Deva and Danava or Asura, they both were fighting and both wanted to become immortal. So, to attain immortality, you have to have some nectar. They found that nectar is deep inside the ocean below, but you cannot go there, you have to churn it. It also has some metaphor. When we want to go deeper into our meditation or spiritual practice, we have to churn our life. Means using our breath, we are churning our life, and when we churn the milk, there is buttermilk which is always present inside, we cannot see that, but it is appearing, it comes manifest, it is there. Similarly, the divinity which is hidden within us, it is manifested by churning the ocean of our life. So, when they churn the ocean, the story is very long, Samudra Manthan, that they took celestial snake Vasuki and they used it as a rope for churning, and Mandarachal Parvat, the Mount Meru, was as a churning rod. Then they churn, and after churning, they got some jewels. 14 jewels appeared, but before the jewels came, there was Kalakut or Halahala Vish, deadly poison. Again, this is a symbol. The symbol is that when we when they churned the ocean, the first thing emerged was the deadly poison. So also in our life, when we start our meditation, in the beginning, whatever we have accumulated in the form of all negative thoughts, negativities, that will come first. And that is why don't get upset, don't get worried that what is happening. I am meditating and all these things are happening with me within and without. So just have patience. So deadly poison came first, then 14 jewels come. So among the 14 jewels, Kamadhenu is the one. So Kamadhenu, the wish fulfilling cow, all the 14 jewels were distributed among the Deva, divine beings and demons. So they distributed. But Kamadhenu was given to Saptarishis, 7 sages. So 7 sages, they accepted this gift of wish fulfilling cow, Kamadhenu, from among the 7, sage Vasishtha was given the authority, so who was having wish fulfilling cow. And you have many stories about sage Vishwamitra and sage Vasishtha. That sage Vishwamitra was a king, royal king, and one day with his army of 10,000 soldiers, he went, visited the forest to the hermitage of sage Vasishtha, and sage Vasishtha welcomed him and provided food within no time, because he had wish fulfilling cow who could prepare and manifest everything. And looking at that cow, sage Vishwamitra got infatuated that I am the king, I should have this wish fulfilling cow. He told sage Vasishtha that I want to have this cow, and sage Vasishtha said that I have no objection, because sages, saints, they are compassionate and they are non-attached. So he said that I have no objection, if you want you can take it. If she wants to go with you, you take her. The cow didn't want to go. So Vishwamitra, who was king at that time, he was so angry, so he wanted to fight and forcefully taking her. So cow Nandini, Kamadhenu, she manifested a big army, and this army defeated the army of King Vishwamitra to bring his pride down. However, so Kamadhenu, wish fulfilling cow. Why it is said that Gava Vishwasya Mataraha? The cow is the mother of universe. Not only because it is the useful or benefits we get from mother cow, but there are other reasons. Benefits, we see that whatever products we get from the mother cow, they are useful. But in the Veda, when it is said Gava Vishwasya Mataraha, there is a reason. It is said Sarve Deva Sthita Dehe Sarva Deva Maihi Gauhu. Sarve Deva Sthita Dehe. In the body of mother cow, all the different divinity or forms of divinity, we say deities, are residing. So, there is a description which says, it is from Rig Veda. According to, then there is further explanation in Puranas also, various Puranas you can find. In Padma Purana, it is said that four Vedas reside in the mouth of the cow. Four Vedas are Rig Veda, Rug Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharvana Veda. These four Vedas are in the mouth of cow. Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu are always seated in the horns. The two horns, Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. Kartikeya, who is the commander-in-chief of the army of Devas, divine beings, he is in the stomach of the cow. Brahma, the creator, is in the head. Rudra in the forehead. Indra, who is ruler in the heaven. Indra is in the front of the horns. Ashwini Kumaras, the celestial physicians, they are in both the ears. Sun and moon are in the eyes. Garuda, the celestial eagle, is in the teeth. Mother Saraswati, goddess of knowledge, is in the tongue. And all the shrines are in the apana, means the anus. In the urine, presence of Mother Ganga, Holy Ganga. And all the rishis, all the celestial sages, they are in the follicles. Lord of death Yamaraj in the backside. Varuna, who is lord of you can say water element. Kubera, who is the lord of wealth, they reside in the south side. And Yaksha, celestials, they live in the left side. Gandharvas, those who are celestial musicians, they are located inside the mouth. Snakes in the front of the nostrils. Apsaras, the celestial dancers, they are located in the backside of the hooves. Mother Lakshmi, goddess of prosperity, resides in the Gomaya, which is called cow dung. Mother Bhavani in the cow urine. Akashchari deity in the 4 feet. Prajapati in the voice of rumbling. And ocean in the udders. It is believed that a person who touches cow, again this is very important in Padma Purana, it is believed that a person who touches a cow after taking bath in the morning becomes free from all his or her mistakes. Knowingly, unknowingly we commit many mistakes in our life. So, just after taking bath, when we touch the holy mother cow, we become free from that. Kamadhenu was presented to 7 sages, as I explained to you. Now, every part of mother cow symbolizes some venerable aspects which I can tell you. That every part of mother cow has something to be revered. So, what does it symbolize? Legs symbolize 4 Vedas, because cow has 4 legs. So, these 4 legs of cow, they are 4 Vedas. Then teats symbolize 4 Purushartha, human pursuits. 4 Purushartha, we always have these 4 goals, 4 goals of human life: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So, if you see the order, so there are 4. You can see dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Morality, financial security, fulfilling all legitimate desires, and moksha means liberation. So, it represents that. Horns, 2 horns symbolize the gods. Face symbolizes the sun and moon. Shoulders symbolize Agni Devata, fire god. You might have observed that on various occasions in Hindu temples as well as in ashrams, we perform abhishekam, consecrated bath. So, either we use a Shivlingam or sometimes Shaligram, a round stone representing Lord Vishnu. So, when we give consecrated bath, even when we perform puja for our masters, so we wash the holy feet of Sri Gurudev in the form of sandals which are present with us. So, we give not only consecrated bath with the holy water, but we use 5 articles: milk, yogurt, ghee, clarified butter, honey and molasses along with Ganga water. And out of these, 3 are obtained directly from the mother cow. So, even in ritualistic worship, we use the products obtained from cow. When we do fire ceremony, so in fire ceremony also we use milk and ghee, clarified butter as an oblation. At the same time, before we start fire ceremony, traditionally the fire pit and the place is also purified with cow dung and urine with the mantra, Vedic mantras are there. So, all the products are very useful and they have positive effect on our mind and heart. The milk is said to have calming effect. If you drink a cup of milk from the desi cow, indigenous cow, you will feel you're so calm, it gives you peace and calmness. A glass of warm milk is often recommended for people with insomnia. Ghee or clarified butter is used in fire worship or yajna. Another thing, when we move to a new house, whether we construct or we purchase a new house, so we always do Vastu Puja, means to make this place free from any negative energies, because we do not know who lived there, what karmas or actions were taking place there before 100 years ago or so. The energy of people who are living in that place also affects. So, that is why we had to cleanse, purify through a Vedic ceremony which lasts for 3 days or minimum 6 hours. In our ashrams also we do when we start something new after constructing anything. Sometimes it happened that we do not know somebody was buried 200 years ago, somebody was buried there, but that energy remains there and it may be affecting, disturbing, and the peace of all the people who are living in that place is also affected. And we do not know what is the reason, why it is happening, why there is conflict in this place, but there we do not know what was happening. So, we go through these ceremonies. In Vastu Puja or when we move to a new house, as per tradition, mother cow is the first to enter the house. You know why? Because she represents Mahalakshmi, the goddess of prosperity. So, she enters, after that other people enter when we begin. How it is not possible in the West, but at least you can think that okay, mother is there. Another thing which we get, the 5 products from the mother cow, mixing these in a proper proportion, we make Panchagavya. I think in 2 years ago, I took a class on Panchagavya. I told that what proportion is there, what is Panchagavya. I will just take that little bit more today. What is Panchagavya? It is in scriptures, it is said, Panchagavya Kshira Dadhi Ghrata Gomutra Gomaya. These are the 5 products. Bhishajam Sammata Nyunam Adhi Bheshaja Sadhanam. The combination of 5 products we get from the mother cow, they are called Kshira. Kshira means milk. Dadhi is the yogurt. Gomutra, Ghrata is the clarified butter or ghee. Gomutra, cow's urine. Gomaya, cow dung. So, these 5, they in equal quantity they are called Panchagavya. The description of the cow being the abode of all gods and the medium of achieving righteousness, artha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, the fourfold goals of human beings. It is found in many ancient Indian texts. And the Panchagavya, these 5 products from cow, which are obtained from cow, are used for production of various medicines, manure, pesticides, incense, tooth powder, bath soap, etc. There are many products we make. And why Panchagavya is used? Those who are in the Brahmachari training course in India, this time and before also, so a Panchagavya is prepared and it is kept in a bucket outside, and every day we take a little. It is a best medicine. This Panchagavya has 5 products we obtain from cow. Our body is made up of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air and space. And the deficiency or excess of any of these elements in the body becomes the cause of some disease, whether it is mental or physical disease. Therefore, for their balance, we also get 5 such elements from mother cow. So, these 5 elements, they are correlated with these 5 products from the cow. So, if there is deficiency or excess of any of this element in the body, we become sick. So, to compensate or balance that particular element, we take Panchagavya. Now, which is connected. So, these 5 elements are from cow: milk, cow dung, cow urine, buttermilk or yogurt and ghee. Now, in fact, these 5 elements are related to 5 elements in the body. For example, space element is related to buttermilk or yogurt. Space is connected with buttermilk or yogurt. Water element is related with milk. Fire element is related with ghee. That is why you see that when we put ghee into the fire, it ignites more. Air element is related with cow urine, and earth element is related to cow dung. You say why? Because earth is responsible for all the material prosperity, all minerals, all food, all prosperity, it comes from the earth. And earth, and who is the mother of all the prosperity? Lakshmi, Mother Lakshmi. So, Gomaya Vasate Lakshmi. In the cow dung there is presence of Mother Lakshmi. So, it is related with earth element. So, the deficiency of the elements in our body by consuming related gavya. We have 5 products from the cow and 5 elements. So, any related deficiency can be cured by using related product. And if we take Panchagavya, means all the 5, so it balances everything in the body, any disease. Now, how long you have to take, that is a different thing, but it does cure, it is sure. And as the disease is taking long time to take place, no disease can occur immediately in the body, it takes time. So, also to cure it will also take time according to the same rule, but it can cure. Gavah Vishwasya Matra, and that is the reason that cows are considered as the mother of universe. Another reason that if you see a baby is dependent on mother's milk, because that is the best nourishment for the baby. Baby cannot start eating the solid food. So, baby has to survive on mother's milk, and after mother's milk, cow's milk is the best suitable for survival of baby. In many cases it happens that when the baby does not get mother's milk, so doctors immediately say, and we all know in India that cow's milk is the best one substitute. So, cow becomes the nourisher, cow becomes the mother, and that is why we consider cow as mother. because she gives us life, not only with these products, but every aspect of mother cow's body or life is directly benefiting our life, whether we realize or not, but it is. When cow is alive, we get all these 5 products. When the cow is dead, even after death, every part of the body, whether it is intestines, blood or the skin, everything is useful. We make some products by that. Nothing is wasted in the cow. Can you tell any animal or any species which is so useful? And we, the human being, we are so selfish and greedy. It reminds me of this story I had read in my early childhood, like 3rd or 4th grade. You might have heard that there was a farmer who had a hen. So every day getting some eggs. She was laying 1 egg every day. So he thought that why not take all the eggs from her. So he killed the hen and he got nothing. Isn't it the same situation with us, that we have mother cow who every day is fulfilling our wishes, giving us health, nourishment, so much, and we want to, we should be careful that look, we are very greedy and we should be respectful. Why to destroy the resources instead of respecting it? However, why the cow is called mother of universe? So some points I can tell you. Number 1, in the cow all the deities are present. If you see the picture of mother cow, you can see all the deities are present, which I explained from Padma Purana. Ghee, clarified butter produced by cow, is used to perform fire ceremony, which is the most useful ingredient. We cannot burn anything in the holy fire, because ghee is sattvic, which generates sattvic energy, peace and calmness, and purifies the forces of nature. It is like a tonic for the environment. So it is a best system to balance the ecology. And second thing, the oxen helps in farming. Nowadays we don't use them because of the tractor and very sophisticated machinery, but traditionally the fields were tilled or harvesting, everything was involving the oxen. Cow dung is used as organic fertilizer and biogas fuel to cook. And now we are coming back to that after industrialization, that period, realizing that we have made a mess with the environment, we are responsible for global warming and we have created this mess. So now we are going back to the natural farming. At least in the West I see it is much more, and slowly India is also following it. Cow urine is used to cure cancer and many diseases, as I shared with you. Cow is the best recycle system to make compost in 1 day, as we feed her vegetable and fruit skin. You know, in India when we cook, so we cut the vegetable or fruits, so the skin what we throw here in compost and then just throw it away, those things are food for cow in India. And just taking that and simple grass, eating grass, cow is giving us milk, and from milk all the products we get as medicine. So cow is the best recycle system. Even this compost, when we throw it away, how much time does it take to be compost completely? When it is buried into the ground, it takes still time, at least few months. But in cow, eating that and the next day morning, we get the cow dung. So in 1 day it recycles. Such a efficient system. Then every part like blood, intestine, skin, flesh of cow is useful even after death. Then cow products are nectar and they cure many diseases. So these are the reasons that we call cow as mother of universe. Cow is the best way to remove all the vastu dosha, any mistake or any defect in the house where we live. The air is purified by cow's breath. Where cows are living, that area, surrounding area is air is purified by that. When they are breathing, so they purify the air. If a person does, it is from scripture, if a person does spiritual practice like chanting some mantra or meditating in cow shed or in presence of cows, the result of his spiritual practice is 1,000 times more than doing in another place. So, to intensify sadhana, cow also helps. How close the cows are with human beings, and they understand us compassionately. We can understand by some examples. It is also a real incident. In Rajasthan, we had been there 2 years ago in 2019. There was a retreat. So, in that Rajasthan state of India, in a remote village, there was a sadhu. Sadhu means a holy man. I heard this story from one of our senior monks who knew that these people, and it is like a few decades ago. So, this holy man was living there in the forest meditating. He had no disciples, but the villagers from surrounding area, they used to visit him, have satsang, to listen to his words of wisdom and to seek his blessings, to pay respect. They were very often going and visiting him. The holy man was serving cows. He didn't have any disciple, he was alone, but he has kept some cows. One day, some villagers told him that, Babaji, you are not keeping any one of us as disciple and only keeping these cows. In the old age, do you think that these cows will help you? And he was in the cow shed with others, and he considered these cows as his children. They have a very special relationship. Even you all can have. You just go closer to a mother cow and you can feel it. Their eyes are so compassionate, no other animal has. If you look into the eyes of a cat, you can see that how cunningness is appearing from it. But the cows, so much love and compassion. So, the sadhu, the holy man, was little upset. He said, what do you think? They are my children, they will take care. But how do you think that in your old age they can serve you? He said, definitely they will. And he told the cows, will you not serve me? Will you not help me when I become old? And you might be thinking that how cow can understand everything. What you say, what you are feeling, the cows can understand. So, the villagers went away. After some time, couple of months later, this holy man, he left his physical body. So, when villagers came, they saw all the cows, they have surrounded this holy man's body, and when the villagers wanted to take the body for the burial process, the cows did not allow. With their horns, they attacked, and they just created a cordon. Nobody was allowed to enter, and villagers tried their best, but they could not. And the best part, some of the cows, they dug a hole, not so deep, but they dug a hole, dragging the body of this holy man. They put it into the hole and filled it with soil, gave him bhusamadhi, which is required for a monk. But they did not allow the villagers, because they were not happy with the villagers commenting and not respecting them. So, cows are so compassionate, but they understand. Remember, cow is the mother of universe, and cow, don't consider cow as just cow. Here we are staying today. For coming few days, you can avail this facility, you can go near the cows, following all the restrictions here, of course, and in their divine company, you can stay, you can feel the difference. And sometimes when there is no program, according to the ashram rules, you can come and serve them. Serving the cow can cure all the diseases. Serving the cow can transform your heart. no matter whatever tendencies we have been carrying from life after life, it can be transformed. And those who have done, you can ask them. In the coming month, in November, from November 5th through November 13th, we have a very special celebration, we call it Go Navaratri. To pay our respect and worshipping Mother Cow, these 9 days are dedicated to her. Every day there is a special ceremony for a different form or aspect of divinity, and these are very special ceremonies along with fire ceremony. So you all can come when time permits, all are invited, all are welcome. It's a very special occasion and you can be benefited in many ways. Not only by the religious ceremony, but at the same time, every day, morning and evening, we worship cow. We go to cow shed and you will just enjoy that, you will feel it. So, cow and spirituality, they are synonyms. If you are in proximity of a mother cow, you are spiritual. You can develop the spiritual tendencies within you. So, this is a good opportunity for us that in US, this is the ashram where we have all these mother cows. We can come anytime, serve them, being with them, and there are many products which we are providing obtained from mother cow. You can avail this facility. Praying for your peace and prosperity, praying for your all-round development. I am praying to Divine Mother Cow Surabhi, praying to God and all the masters. We'll conclude it. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let all become happy and healthy, loving, noble and compassionate. May there be no conflict, no suffering, no disease. Let there be more love, peace and harmony among us and in the entire creation. Let us serve Mother Cow just like Lord Krishna served them. Thank you all. I bow to living power of God within you all.